Yeah, the backlog, Mike, is in the hundreds of thousands of these courts.
Yeah, and you know, Julia just alluded to this, but I mean, the root of this is, why are these people coming to America? Why are they coming to the border? It's obvious. I mean, they're seeking a better, safer life in the United States of America. Normally, under normal political conditions, normal governmental conditions, we would have an ambassador in Honduras. We don't. We have a charge d'affaires. We have an ambassador in Guatemala. You could deal with the root causes of their existence in their home countries. The incredibly high crime rate, the incredible association with gangs that kill kids if they don't join the gangs. So they flee for the safety of their children and their families, okay? But we have lost a lot of our moral force in the world. I mean, when we are basically having a president of the United States saying, you know, hey, he could have done it, or maybe he didn't do it, you know, in Saudi Arabia. You can't very well go to Honduras and Guatemala and say, hey, shape up.
Can I just ask you as a practical matter? Just, anybody know the length of the U.S.-Mexican border?
Yeah, he's going to close it.
1,900 miles.
Right.
Yeah.
With hundreds of thousands of people who travel every day.
1,900
From
miles.
the Pacific Ocean to the Gulf of Mexico. But he's going to close
no
it.
1,900 miles, but if necessary, we're going to close that border down.
We're trying to have a rational discussion about something that fundamentally is not being handled in any kind of rational way, with any kind of real thought or forethought around policy, right? Of course we could have more immigration judges. Of course there are other ways to deal with migrants and those seeking asylum. Of course there are alternatives to trying to shoot people and send tear gas to the border. There are infinite numbers of alternatives. You can ask anyone who works on immigration, they will tell you. They're not interested. That is not what this is about. And that is the point that you made before. This is about a perception that these people are invading our country, and it's an us and them strategy, which has worked for the president, which I think is deeply rooted in his own discrimination and racism, which we are seeing manifest in American foreign policy. It's terrible.
We're seeing it again in that tweet this morning. The president is, in fact, enjoying this conversation and having this be front and center in the United States. NBC's Julia Ainsley, thanks so much for your reporting this morning. We appreciate it. Still ahead.